Mike, your organization acts as advisors to financial advisors. From your perspective, what are you hearing from the advisors you talk with day in and day out that their clients are concerned most about right now?
The macro is what you would expect. They're worried about the markets, they're worried about the economy, they're worried about the election, they're worried about the financial cliff with the repeal of the tax code. They're worried about what's going on in Europe. On the micro level, they're worried because what they thought they were doing right proved out to be wrong. And now they're faced with the reality where the markets are volatile. They don't feel comfortable being in equity markets. They're getting yields and returns that aren't going to let them meet their long-term objectives. So their clients are faced with the reality of, I have to re-engineer what I do with my money, and I have to re-engineer my plan for my retirement, the education of my children, or whatever other needs that they were planning for the long term. That's tough for the advisor too, because on the whole, advisors are really good at their job, but you can't get a client to do what they don't want to do. And there's also a little fear and trepidation, Lindsay, in the industry, because as you know, what happened in 2009 put a lot of advisors on notice from their clients. So even an advisor who really believes that their client should be in the equity market is afraid to push them too hard, because if they're wrong, they're not going to get another bite of that apple.
So how are they making their client feel a little more comfortable to put a portion of that cash into the equity markets?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what the good ones are doing, and I would say the majority are good ones. And what they're doing is they're having a lot more dialogue with their clients, spending a lot of time talking to them, educating them. I know this sounds corny, but they're getting to realize that the future you don't know is the history you've forgotten. There's been lots of periods in the markets where the markets melted down only to recover. And I think that what the advisors are doing right now is they're sitting down with their clients and saying, you can't look at this thing. You can't look at this thing minute to minute. You have to have a longer term look at that. And we were talking before the program about your belief that people should be in equities, and BlackRock believes that too. And more they're trying to get their clients back into equities, whether it's dollar cost averaging or through some discipline, but back into equities where they can get the kind of returns that they're going to have to need to meet those liabilities for the future.
And how are you recommending that those advisors tell their clients to get into the equity markets?
So professional management they should have, but there's two things. I think first of all, advisors have to get more familiar with non-traditional products. Where are they going to get yield from non-traditional sources? That may be from global economies, that may be from international funds, that may be in the form of alternative investments. So to start looking for alternative types of products to give them more yield, and then yes, start to educate clients more on the facts of life, that here are your liabilities, and if you don't increase the rate of return over a number of years, you're not going to have to meet your goals. And as I said before, that means you either have to work longer, make more money, or lower your dreams. And that's why people invest. They invest for their dreams.
This market has fewer players.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going
would enter in a new stage of tech.
It's a stock picker's market.
Welcome to the 5 dumbest things.
Apple reported earnings